Guys, welcome to your Freedom of Flow single and double staff week 3. I took my bag to see. Week 3. Today we worked on some more isolation, some more extra beats, and we also worked on turning, and we went really well on turning. We did turning from 1 beat, 2 beats, backwards, forwards. But today we started in our reel isolation, and the way we learn a reel or any isolation is in quarters. So a reel is where we reel around one head. And the way we do this is through quarters. 1 quarter, creating space, 2, 3, 4. And if you get a little stuck here, just create space by turning. It's still on this same plane, but I've got all this space on this side of my chest. 3, 4. 1, 2, and if this is the hard part, just practice. Just this one pivot here, if that's the hard part. Once this is comfortable through your quarters, then we'll see if we can turn from here. It's a bit harder with the turning. Don't worry if you haven't got to get turning, just get comfortable with your reel isolation in your quarters. Again, if you get stuck, where am I stuck? How can I create space just to get through there, imagining that there is fire? You can come close, but we really don't want to get stuck on ourselves. Next, we went to our 3 beats. No, next we went to turning. Okay, turning. We did today from the most root of our turns, which is from our 1 beat or from our small isolation. So whichever direction we're going, when we turn with the head. Yeah, so if I want to turn right, I'll turn with the head. Remembering, turning is not 180 degrees, turning 90 degrees. Turning is all the way around. So then as we turn, we complete the turn with our foot, staff comes down. Complete the turn, staff comes down. Turn, staff. Again, 2 forward, 2 backward. Once we have that, then we can try to continually turn for a 360. Continually turn for a 360. Again, you can see my feet were a little sloppy then because I'm a little tired at the end of the day, but it's important to really complete pivot, pivot. Yeah, it's really helpful, really important, especially when you're dancing fast, dancing with multiple props, very important. We also worked with turning from our 2 beat. Yeah, from our forwards figure of 8, ending up in our backwards. Whenever we turn or whenever we change hands, we'll end up in the opposite. Backwards 2 beats, forwards 2 beats, forwards 2 beats, backwards 2 beats. But remember again, 2 turns in one direction, 2 turns in the other direction, so you've got 4 turns to learn with each hand. And we even started to mix in isolation, 2 beats, isolation. And if you can start to do that, which you guys did today, you really are getting a handle on turns. So really good big step. Remember, both hands, both directions. You can even start to mix in turning and changing hands, turning, changing hands, turning forward, changing hands, turning backwards, changing hands. Yeah, starting to mix it all up, changing hands, turning, changing hands, turning. Yeah, just having fun with it. Once you start to have 1 turn from an isolation or a 2 beat, you can really start to put them together, and this is where everything changes. It's no longer just practicing fundamentals or form, it's dancing now. Bending the knees, pivoting, it's having a lot more fun. Okay, and then we worked on extra beats in front. So extra beat in front from our backhand. 1, 2 is normal. 1, 2, extra beat, point the elbow. If you get stuck, just practice this part. Extra beat, point the elbow, release. 1, 2, extra beat, point the elbow. What I mean by release, drop the hand and let the spinning happen. 1, 2, we shouldn't end up in any crazy shapes here. It's just from here, from our normal position where we come back, instead of coming back, we do an extra beat. And that's just following that head around, dropping the hand, releasing. It shouldn't be too tight, it should be nice and spaced. Imagine doing this with 2. Yeah, I'll find another one here so you can see. Boom, extra beat, boom, extra beat, extra, and it's really just finding that extra circle. Extra circle. Yeah, it's not that hard, just break it down, count your beats, stay relaxed. Okay, next one is the forwards, figure of 8, 3rd beat in front. So instead of coming behind, we do 1, 2, let it pivot for the extra beat, and turn and release. This part's the easy part. Once it's here, it's just turning and releasing. It naturally wants to carry that momentum. 1, 2, 3, release. Again, 1, where's our 2 beat? 1, 2, extra beat. So we just let that extra beat again from here come around, find that lock. We don't want to be too far out here. We don't want to be too far out here. We just want to be nice and relaxed. Bend the elbow and release. So you can see with 2. Extra beat behind. That's how I practice. Okay. And now just to touch on what we did in week 2 was the extra beats behind with our extra beats in front. Now we'll do the extra beat in front and the extra beat behind the back, release. In front, behind. In front, behind. Okay, now from our backwards. We practice the extra beat in front. Now, like we did in week 2, the extra beat behind. Same as that lock in front is lock behind and release. Extra beat in front, extra beat behind. Front, behind. Big arm, real, small isolation, turning, 2, big arm, real, extra beat, small beats. Lots to play with. Have a great time, play together, share videos with me. Thank you. Well done.